What's good? We are back with another 2K25 video, and today I have a 6'4" ISO lockdown type of build for you guys. You're gonna be able to guard ball with ease on defense and then ISO on the other end. These two-way type of builds are always a ton of fun. We get some crazy stats on this one. Watch all the way through. I explain where I'm gonna put my cap breakers, my max plus ones, everything else you might need to know about this build. Real quick before we get started, drop a like, drop a sub, turn those notifications on. We're going crazy all through 2K25. Without further ado, let's get into this build. All right, and we are going to start out with the height, weight, and wingspan. As you can see, we're in the builder. I'm going position point guard, height 6'4", weight 217 pounds. We had to make sure we still had some weight on this guard build so that we could play good defense because we do end up upgrading our strength, but we're still going to be extremely fast. And then with a 6'11" wingspan, which is one tick down from max. If you go max, you can only get limitless on bronze, and I wanted to make sure we got that on silver. This is a great combination for a two-way build. 6'4s are insane this year, honestly super slept on, and they still get all of those really good dribbling moves. So that's what we're gonna go with. Let's get into the finishing. All right, so starting out with the finishing, a part of an ISO build is being able to dunk. You can't 3-hunt every time, especially in this game where the shooting's a little bit RNG. So having this high driving dunk at 89, we are gonna get contact dunks. We get a really good vertical like you'll see later on. For some of the badges we get on this build, we get bronze float game, bronze paint prodigy, bronze physical finisher, bronze layup mix master, Hall of Fame aerial wizard. You're gonna be catching every lob anybody throws to you. We're also gonna get silver posterizer with this driving dunk rating. And then I also went with that 45 standing dunk just so that we could get him if we were getting stuck under the rim. The standing dunk animations are very good every year, or the last couple years at least, so I wanted to make sure to be able to unlock those. And even with the driving dunk rating this high, I obviously do put the contact dunks on, but my favorite dunk package is Devin Booker by far this year. Some people have said Malik Monk, and that one's pretty good too, but I've had way more success with Devin Booker personally. Overall though, you're going to be able to rim run super consistently on this build. Once you hit starter 4, you also unlock the Michael Jordan package, which is a good one too if you want to throw that on. Those free throw line dunks are crazy, especially if you can get them consistently. This isn't even my favorite part of the build yet though. Let's check out the shooting. All right, and for our shooting on this build, like I said, I went one tick down from max wingspan because I wanted to make sure to get that 89 3-pointer. Shooting has got so much easier ever since the season 2 patch. 89 is way more than enough to shoot super consistently. I have a jump shot I also might throw in at the end for you guys if you guys are interested in one for this build, so stick around for that. But even if you don't want my jump shot, with an 89 3-pointer, you're gonna unlock a ton of different bases and jump shot animations. Pretty much anything you're gonna want to use. I say pretty much because it's not everything in the game, but you should be able to unlock the jump shot you want to use. And we're also going to get silver deadeye, silver limitless range, gold set shot specialist, and silver shifty shooter on this build. This is the one downside to these 6'4s this year. You get a ton of attributes to use, but you don't get mini marksman, which is a very good shooting badge. But even without it, you're still going to be shooting great. 79 mid-range, we didn't really need to upgrade that because the badges we get for having the 3-pointer will help us shoot our mid-ranges too. So even if you have that 79 rating, it's going to feel a lot higher. Free throw at 67, obviously it's not super high, but for me, this build is going to be mainly a park build. If we're ISOing, I'm doing it mainly in park, so I wasn't super concerned in investing in my free throw. Super solid shooting, super solid finishing, but let's check out the playmaking, and then finally the defense, which is really what makes this build nuts. And for the playmaking, I know it looks low, but this is where I'm going to be using my cap breakers. If you don't have them, you can drop your interior defense and block, but I really do think they make the build a lot better. Personally, even if you're not starter 3 yet, I would make the build this way and just grind for those cap breakers because the defensive stats that we do get on this build are crazy. And with the 5 cap breakers, we'll get the 92 ball handle, we'll get all of the good dribbling moves, except for Steve Francis, but I don't really think it's necessary. And then 86 speed with ball does unlock us gold lightning launch off rip, but I am going to be using my max plus 1 to get that to Hall of Fame. Lightning launch badge works so well this year, so the higher you can get that, the better. And then 71 pass accuracy, I say in almost every build video I make, 71 is more than enough. Passes are still fast. And we get bronze break starter and silver dimer. I really haven't noticed the difference between a 71 pass accuracy and like an 81, but it's super expensive in the builder. Really not something I want to invest that many points into when I don't see a massive difference. But yeah, basically to summarize playmaking, since I am starter 5, I got those starter 3 cap breakers, putting the ball handle to 92, which allowed us to use so many more attribute points in other places. Like you guys are about to see with the defense, we have some super high stats, so let's check that out now. All right, here we are in the defense. This is an ISO lockdown. It's literally in the name. We had to make sure we had some really good defensive stats. And we did end up going with a maxed 79 interior, 92 perimeter, 91 steal, 69 block, and a 60 defensive rebound. So interior defense, even though it doesn't give us any badges because we're too short, we do get the off-ball pest, but that comes with a couple other things also. But even just having this rating and playing hands-up defense in the paint will get you a few more stops. And that, combined with our block rating, will help you get a lot more stops in the paint on guards, on bigs, whoever you're guarding. Obviously, we know how interior defense is in this game, so you don't want to rely super heavily on it, but these ratings are definitely going to help you, and they're pretty cheap since we are 6'4". 92 perimeter, though, is going to get us gold challenger, gold on-ball menace, gold pick dodger, and silver immovable enforcer, which is my favorite defensive badge this year. You're going to be getting a ton of bumps, a ton of stops, and since we are 6'4", we're going to be fast enough to keep up with all those smaller guards. 91 steal is also going to add gold glove and gold interceptor. It's a really good sweet spot this year, and the on-ball plucks have seemed to get better since season 2 started. And then our 69 block rating, we do get bronze high flying denier. Again, just going to help you get more stops, give you a bailout block here and there. Definitely worth upgrading in my opinion. 60 defensive rebound, I've said it in a few of my other guard build videos. I've been putting that up to 60 just to get bronze rebound chaser. We also end up getting bronze box out beast because of the strength we have in our physicals, but it's going to help your team get way more rebounds. The more bodies in the paint, the better. Anything you can do to help your center out, even if it's just boxing out so they can get the rebound, it's going to get your team more possessions. And again, another super cheap attribute since we're so short. I'm really happy with how the defense turned out on this build, but the physicals are good too, so let's check those out now. All right, and for our physicals, we're going to get 87 speed, 85 agility, 82 strength, and an 80 vertical. Very solid all the way across the board. Going to help with all of our other badges. Like I said earlier on, I did want to get the 82 strength, even though we are a guard build. Going to help us get that gold strong handle, unlock you a few more dribbling animations. But the big part is being able to get bumps on defense. You're going to win a lot of those body up animations against the smaller guards that don't have their strength upgraded at all. But then we still have that 87 speed and 85 agility to keep up with them if they are trying to outrun us. 80 vertical, going to help you on defense, get more blocks, also get more rebounds, but it's also going to help with your dunk animations. Just really make your build more athletic overall. Now that you guys have seen the whole build, let me know what you would do differently down in the comments, or if you like how I put this one together. I am still going to include my jump shot at the end here, so stick around for that. We still got to look at the build name and comparisons. But I've been dropping a ton of builds. I did drop an ISO lockdown earlier on in the year, but now that we know way more about the game, I think this one's a lot better. Definitely a better option. Those 6'6" builds, which is what my first one was, really just don't get the dribble animations that I want. Just doesn't seem fast enough to me to be able to consistently ISO on. 6'4" is really the sweet spot because you get all those dribble animations, but you still are big enough to play defense. I don't know. That's just my take on it. Again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But let's check out this build name and comparisons and then get on to my jump shot real quick. All right, so we are going to be a two-way, three-level shot creator with comparisons of Lonzo Ball and Jalen Suggs. Super happy how this one turned out. If you guys end up making it, I hope you enjoy it. Now let's check out this jump shot real quick. All right, and the jump shot we are using is base Kevin Porter Jr., upper release 1, Oscar Robertson, upper release 2, Colin Sexton. I'm going release speed 3 out of 4 on push, and then 80% Oscar Robertson, 20% Colin Sexton. This only requires an 86 three-pointer, so you are able to get it on this build. I'm not the one who originally found this. I watched a video. I don't remember where it came from, though. But if you are that person, I appreciate it. Before I had this jump shot, I was not greening super consistently. This is a starter 4 jump shot, though, so if you're not starter 4 yet, you can replace Kevin Porter Jr. with Cam Thomas base. It's basically the best base replacement for people that are not starter 4 yet. But there's the jump shot anyways. You guys ended up needing it. If this build or this jump shot helps you at all, drop a like on the video. It's free and it helps a lot. Stay tuned for more builds and gameplay all through 2K25. I appreciate you watching to the end, and I will catch you in the next one.